He gave a quick little four phrase saying that I use a lot. And he said, hey, instead of just getting stuck in the mud about this and getting despondent about I'm never going to find someone, just use this little memory mnemonic. Some will, some won't. So what next? Well, I think if you have a strong why, there's two audiences for that why. And that is your team members and your patients. Now, let's also tie this into team members in the employment situation today. By the way, if you are having trouble filling open positions, know that you've got a lot of company in that. My friend Chris Barrow is a wonderful resource in England, recently wrote a blog post about this. And he said, hey, if you have recently hired someone to discover very quickly that it wasn't working out, you're not alone. This is happening a lot. If this has happened, and he gave a quick little four phrase saying that I use a lot. And he said, hey, instead of just getting stuck in the mud about this and getting despondent about I'm never going to find someone, just use this little memory mnemonic. Some will, some won't. So what next? And in this context, it means some of your hires are going to work out great. Some won't. So what? So what doesn't mean that you don't care about it or you're going to mishire. All it means is that occasionally you'll stub your toe, and instead of getting stuck there, next, move on to the next one. And so, the biggest generational group in our society today are millennials. In 2021, the millennials are defined by people born from 1980 to the year 2000. So anyone born in that time period. They've surpassed the previous largest generation, which were baby boomers. Baby boomers were born from 1946 to 1964. You can always remember that because the last two digits are reversed. They were born from 1946, right after World War II, to 1964. So that 18-year time period defines the baby boomer. And up until last year, they were the largest group. Well, what's happened to the baby boomers?
They're dead.
They're getting older.
Yeah, many of them are no longer here. And
some of them are no longer here. And so they're not making any more of them. You don't make any more of those. And so the millennial generation surpassed that group. And it's dangerous to use very broad generalities about any generation, whether it's positive or negative. One thing that's often said about millennials is they're very hard workers. Now, that's a positive generalization. But it's very dangerous to use broad generalizations across an entire, population like that. But one thing I have noticed in studying my dental students are millennials. So I've done a lot of study in terms of how to be more effective with millennials. They're my dental students. And I have 580 dental students a year. I teach all 4 classes, 145 dental students per course, per class. Run the math on that. That's 580 dental students. And I want to be effective with them. And so I've studied how to be effective with millennials. And one of the things millennials want in a positive way. Now, remember, this doesn't apply to every millennial. But generally, millennials want to be involved in something that's bigger than themselves. They want to be involved in a cause, in something. They appreciate ecology. I mean, for example, they might appreciate ecology, and their cause is saving the planet, right? And there are some passionate people around that, right?
yes,
And so when we think about it, if the two audiences for your why would be your team members or potential team members if you're hiring. And if you can give a strong why, you might attract more people. So when you are writing your ads, what was the example Simon Sinek used with Martin Luther King? Martin Luther King didn't say, I have a plan. He says, no, I have a dream. And he described that dream. So maybe in your ad, you put things like, if you'd like more than a job, this may be the perfect career opportunity for you. If you're interested in the opportunity to truly change people's lives, this may be a great opportunity for you. You're welcome to use those words and those phrases if you like. I just pulled them out of my hat. So you're welcome to use those. But how about that? Instead of just, all the normal job stuff that just makes
Right.
your ad look like everyone else. Someone might just look at that and say, you know what? I got to check this place out.